Hello Sensuals. If you recall, I proposed a while back to get questions from men to answer regarding women, just because my focus is mainly on women right now. So I wanted to give something to my guy viewers who are, as it turns out, still the majority of my viewers. So I got some questions and I'm going to approach each question within a vlog. And we'll start this week with the first one. And here it goes. I'm going to read it out to you because it's actually kind of long. It says like this: it would be great to find your opinion on how to uncover the dormant sexuality in a woman whose mind and body keep playing tricks on her and not letting feel desire and arousal. The context is this: 26-year-old woman with low to zero sexual appetite in a stable relationship, living together for 5 years now, needs to drink and go out dancing restaurant before feeling some desire. With her being quite tight, sex is often painful. Being extremely ticklish doesn't help either. This, coupled with her mind wandering uncontrollably, makes her not enjoy it, not want it. Despite us loving each other lots, it seems we kind of gave up on this aspect and now we only do it once every 3 or 4 months. Okay, this one is, a very tough one, and just by my first read of the question, my reaction was, okay, this woman is not in her feminine energy, so she's not really altogether connected with her. If she needs to drink or go out before feeling some desire, it's not that it's bad in general, it's that if this is the only thing that will drinking or going out or whatever else gets her to feel desire all the time, then yes, that would qualify as not a woman not being centered in her feminine energy. But this was just my first reaction. So once I sat down with this question, I actually came to a different conclusion. Yes, she does seem to not be able to connect to her feminine energy and to really enjoy your intimate moments, but I still think that it is never just one person. So your woman's body, in this case, is actually showing very strongly where your connection is. So you say that you love each other lots, and I'm sure that is true. Otherwise, you would not stay 5 years of your lives together. But still, something is probably off in your physical and sexual connection, because your sexual life is actually your indicator. So if one of the partners is not feeling it for whatever reason, and that is yours to discover, this is how they behave. They need to escape your intimacy somehow in order to feel some desire. And this is the dynamics as described here. Well, my solution in this case is actually to approach first her as a woman, then you as a man, so each one of the partners, and then the relationship as the third entity. And please keep in mind that this is just my opinion, it's subjective, and that if you want to get into depth with this, you probably discuss this with her or go to a specialist who will take all the details, because this is very general speaking, sort of. So, first of all, her, the woman. My reaction, as I said before, was that she's not centered in her feminine energy. And by you giving me her age, 26 years old, let me tell you that she's still young. As women, not just in Romania, so this is where I live, but this is not just a Romanian thing. This is, at least in Western cultures and Europe, the United States, this applies to all of us. We are raised to get out of our bodies, get out of our heads, and go out in the world and achieve a lot of things and strive. And that leaves very little space for us learning to really stay with our emotions, with our body, enjoy ourselves, and I'm not talking physically, I'm talking here like emotionally. intellectually, spiritually, to just feel the richness of ourselves. Women and feminine energy is, first of all, that. So it's a lot of inside work that needs to be done, and a lot of inside delightful attention to be paid to ourselves. And from that place where we're connected with our body, with our monthly period, with the way our body changes throughout time, with the way we're embellishing ourselves, the way we're interacting with others, the emotions, that very beautiful field that is created when a lot of women come together and they're sitting down with their energies. Whether they cook, they dance, they have their own rituals and so on, there is a beautiful energy there. And most of us are not taught this way. That's why a lot of us need around 30 or 30 plus years to mature ourselves and to start realizing that there's a world inside of us that needs to grow. This woman that you're speaking of, your beloved one, is just 26 years old, and I would say that she's still young. And it would probably take a lot of inner growth on her behalf to start realizing why her mind is just wandering, because this is what you also said, that it's wandering uncontrollably. And for her to have the thought or the desire to sit down with herself and connect her mind with her body is actually a huge step. And that is not something that you can do on your own. And no man will ever be able to influence a woman in such a way that she, in herself, will start paying attention to her feminine energy. At best, this is what she'll realize throughout time. And again, she will still need some time, that's my opinion. But also, she needs other women. So let's call it like this: higher feminine energy is awakened in the presence of other women, not men. This is something that is counterintuitive. You would say that if a man is very masculine and he's very bold and courageous and he takes initiatives and he's very successful in life and he's also very considerate and delicate and sensitive and he knows how to handle a woman, this is an accomplished man actually, but still it is not him the one who will ignite the feminine energy in this woman. It's other women, and it's also herself. So in this sense, the only thing that you can do is perhaps show her this video and see if she thinks the same way. She may not consider this relevant to her right now, or if she already has some, I don't know, sparks inside of her for some time now, and she's looking for other sources, other women, other places where she can explore this. But this awakening needs a feminine space. And there are other women out there who can do this for her, or actually with her, and it's not going to be yourself, unfortunately. But the good part is that we all have dominion of our body and of our inside world and inside self, and nobody can do this for us but ourselves. So this would be her own work to do, and also connected to this is actually the things that make her feel fulfilled. So in what you said, it's never clear if everything that you guys do is together or if you have other things that you're doing independently. You need to have a sense of separateness, otherwise you're becoming too, how do I say this? Too into one another, so much so that you're losing your own identities. And that is not a good thing. That's how you lose yourself in a relationship. You need to also have things that you're doing independently. For her, whatever this may mean, it's either sports or anything in the creative field, dancing, painting, yoga, Pilates, meditation, traveling to other countries, going outdoors, hiking, climbing, I don't know, rafting, and whatever she likes, whatever she feels that she has to do for herself in order to feel complete, in order to express her creative powers. We all have them. she'll find a way to do these things, and these things need to be done. This is where we fuel ourselves actually to come back to the relationship and feel fulfilled. So this was my approach on it. Her, you, and then the relationship. And the energy that you bring in your individual lives, which you should have them, and then in your relationship life. I hope this helps, and if possible, I would suggest that with this kind of situation, you would also go to a coach, life coach, for instance. I'm not sure if where you are you have a sex coach around to help you a little bit with some of the things that you can do, because there are many things that you can do before you decide, okay, this is not working and we're going for other people. That could also be a scenario, but I think that is the easy one to take, and after 5 years I wouldn't give up on this so fast. So I would work on it, and I would start looking for sources of inspiration, sources of joy, of excitement, and flirt. I would definitely flirt. I hope that this helps, and I really hope to at least hear from you, whether through the forum or through other sources, if it turned out okay or not, if you think this was helpful to you, or if you sought other opinions.